All right, very cool. Or very hot, I should say. Cheers. Hi there, good morning. How's it going? Today is Friday, February 20th, 2026. Currently 27 degrees Fahrenheit. That is -3 Celsius, although it is definitely feeling a bit warmer than that, either because of the direct sunlight or maybe I'm actually getting used to these cold temperatures. So I had a very nice 3 days here in Warsaw, capital and largest city of Poland. Really cool city with much more to see than I showed in my past few days here. But I am taking off and heading to Gdansk. I like that name. It is a 3.5 hour drive north of here on the Baltic Sea, but the high-speed train, which I have booked, takes 2.5 hours, and so I am walking from my room about a 35-minute walk over to the train station, because it is currently about 11:15, but my train doesn't leave until 12:30, and so I have plenty of time. Otherwise I could have caught an Uber. I caught an Uber from the airport to my room there, which was 50 euros or $60 US per day. And so I figured this would be a good opportunity to make a How Expensive is Poland video in the winter when prices will be a bit lower, especially for accommodation. So it should be fun. Here we go. Let's do it one day in Poland. Very interesting statue here. Looks like World War I memorial, 1918. POW. So, if you'd like to know how much it costs to ride the public transportation in Warsaw, it costs 3 Polish zloty and 40. That is about exactly $1 US, or around €1. So I have this ticket because I just saw it on the ground and then realized, oh, okay, well, I can show how much the tram or the bus or whatever that was for cost. So this is a very interesting building, which I showed and went inside yesterday. I will just mention again that it was constructed in 1955 during the reconstruction period of Warsaw and Poland after World War II. Looks like we have a bird feeder. Yep, she just scattered some seed. I saw her take out a little bag. And so they constructed this massive building. I'm not sure if it's a reconstruction of something that was there before, or probably not. I think not, because this area was designated as the Jewish, basically like slum. 30% of Warsaw was Jewish before World War II, and the Nazis came in and pushed all the Jews into this area, walled them off, and then they were taken off to the extermination camps. So terrible, terrible history. But after World War II was over, then they constructed this building, and so it's a whole complex of different things. There is the Palace of Culture. There are a few museums. There's a cinema, and you can go inside and take an elevator all the way up to the top, which is what I did yesterday, and get the spectacular views. So the train station, just another 5-7 minutes walk away. And here we are, Warsaw Centralna, where I am not going to go to McDonald's for breakfast. Let's see what else we can find. So it is currently 11:47, and so I have about 40 something minutes until the train departs. Right here is where I bought the ticket yesterday. As you can see, not a long line. The worker there spoke great English. It cost 40 euros, which is $47 US, so a very fair price for a 2.5-hour high-speed train. Certainly other countries in Europe, you'd pay more than that for the same train ride. So Poland is very reasonably priced, I would say. Not cheap, but not as expensive as other European countries. Let's find the food options. In 1836, during a stay in Vilnius, Monuszko met Alexandra Mueller, 2 years his junior, to whom he got engaged, since consent to their marriage was contingent upon his having a profession. In 1837, he left to study music in Berlin, where, thanks to financial support from his father, he spent 3 years taking private lessons. Upon returning to Vilnius in August 1840, he married Alexandra. So, I have no idea who that guy is, but semi-famous apparently. And so I decided to grab a spot here, away from the crowds, but some cool art here. That says Monuszko again. Maybe it's all Monuszko. Alright, so I'll show you what I got here. So a spinach pastry, a sweet, whatever you call this, looks like maybe with raspberry, and then an egg salad and a cup of milk, and all of this was 33 Polish zloty. That is 8 euros or $9 US. Pretty good deal. So there is my train, 12:29, platform 2. I have about 12-13 minutes. Might as well get over there, see if the train is already there. There is an assigned seat. And looks like we have an underground mall here. On the way to the platforms. And what do you know? This is it. I am right on time. But the ticket is a little hard to read as far as my seat. Excuse me, Gdansk? Yeah. This one, yeah? Thank you. Do you know which is my seat? I can't quite read.
Do siedzenia 21. Oj, tam jest
This one here. Yes. And then seat number?
21.
21. Dziękuję. But there's a problem. I'm facing the wrong way. I hate that. So far looking like a great train. The only problem is facing the wrong direction. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as we start moving, and go check other seats and find one facing the direction of travel. Hope it works out. It's a high-speed train, so shouldn't be a lot of stops along the way. And now we're talking. This is much better. So she is offering free water, but not other drinks. I guess the dining car is up this way. Let's take a look. Or not. Typical train bathroom. And look at this bad boy. Romza wheat beer. This was 17 zloty. That is about $5 US. That is a good one. Love the wheat beers. And we have arrived at Gdansk Główny train station. It is about the same temperature as in Warsaw, but it feels colder because of cloudy skies. So I have a room reserved for the next 3 nights. And it looks really flippin' sweet. So the room that I had there in Warsaw was nice, but it was teeny tiny. I mean, just no extra space. This place that I have is just a few dollars more, literally just a few. And it's this spacious looking apartment with, I think, a separate bedroom. So it's gonna be great. And it is an 8-minute walk away from the train station. So super duper convenient. Let's get over there and get checked in. It is currently about 3:05. And I can check in at 3, so it should be ready to roll. It is self-check-in, so hopefully it all goes smooth. I have a code. I was just thinking, man, it really smells like chicken. And that's why. Yeah, with that wind blowing, it definitely feels a fair amount colder than in Warsaw. All right, my room is kind of over there somewhere. Supposed to be a good central location. Very magnificent train station here. Okay, we have various cities mentioned, I think all of which are German except for Gdansk. Could be wrong. Not certain where Bremen is. Anyway, what is the story with this? Leipzig, Mannheim, München, Nuremberg, oh, Prague, Wings of Vienna. So everyone has said that Gdansk is even nicer than Warsaw, so definitely looking forward to exploring it. It actually feels a lot more bustling and happening than Warsaw. So there are a few different reasons why I decided to come to Gdansk. Nice city that has been recommended. A fairly short 2.5-hour direct train ride from Warsaw. While I'm in Poland, might as well see a little bit more, experience a bit more winter before I head for warmer places. And also procrastination. So partly it was a matter of I just really hadn't made up my mind yet where to go next after Poland if I was going to catch a flight somewhere else. And so, well, make an easier decision and just take a train ride. It feels a lot busier than Warsaw. So we have a church here with an amazing looking door. Is that Pope John Paul II, maybe? Piotr. So that's Peter, I think. 1987. $1,000. 1997 and 997. S.W. Pavel. And a nice and smooth check-in. So the room that I had in Warsaw was 50 euros or $60 US. And it was basically a bed, double bed, that was up against a wall over there. And then it had literally about like this much space along the side here, and then a tiny little space in front of sort of a kitchen-ish area here, and then the bathroom right next to it. So it was basically just like this, and then another 4 feet that way, and then bathroom right there. So this apartment is 58 euros, which is $68 US. And look at how much more room I get. So a nice, spacious, not big, you know, but definitely roomier than the other place. I would say basically this room was about the same size, maybe actually a little bit bigger, I think, than the whole place that I had in Warsaw. But there's a little bit more. So an entrance area there, little hallway, nice bathroom. But there's a little bit more. Look at this. So a pretty plush apartment with lots of green. So this is just feeling super luxurious and in a perfect location. This city looks really cool. Surf Burger. Might have to give a burger a try at some point. So close to the train station, but just off of that busy road, so it's really super nice and quiet here. So this is ultimate. All right, well, I am going to relax here for a little bit. It is now about like 3:30 or so, but then get out there and give you a little taste of Gdansk before it gets dark. And look at this street, just astounding. Not sure what that building is there, but I think that I will save that for the next video. Some great looking cozy underground places to go here. Spanish restaurant, tapas, cocktail bar, shot bar, tiki jungle, cocktail bar. Wild. You from Gdansk? Yeah. All right. Amazing city. My first time here, and wow, it's one of the best. So I'm trying the Charmander. All right, very cool. Or very hot, I should say. Cheers. It is cold, actually, but it's nice. It's very fruity. How do you say cheers in Polish?
Tutski.
Chutski?
Tutski.
Chutski. Okay. Chutski. Oh, that is very different. Interesting.